As King Charles now heads to Australia, of course, with our Queen, Queen Camilla, big story over here about just exactly how ill is His Majesty the King. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good to see you. Thank you so much as ever for your time. We'll have a lovely wave. Are you all right today? I'm not too bad, actually. I think it's, can you see, I don't know if you can see, there's a lot of leaves blown around and it's very autumnal now here. And it does kind of make you think about what's coming, doesn't it? You know, Halloween, bonfire night, Guy Fawkes, Christmas, and you think summer almost seems like a blink now. I do hope we get a bit of what they call it, an Indian summer back. And I know if you're watching in Australia, as I've said before, you find this funny, don't you? But I don't, I like to think we've still got a glimpse of hope of a little bit of weather. You know what I'm saying? On sort of far darker story though, let's just focus on this, because this is a story that's really picking up a lot of traction over here, as you can imagine. At the start of this year, we got sadly told the news that His Majesty the King had cancer and that he was battling it. And I think, as I've said many times before here on the show, I think he's done a terrific job to keep up the momentum of carrying on duties. Some people may have just taken the entire year off and left it down to his son, His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales, Prince William. But Camilla, a very good source close to Camilla, I might point out, said that, His Majesty the King actually prefers to be active and working. He believes that, an active mind does help in these situations, and he's been doing a lot of work behind the scenes with other people going through the same thing as him. Not always broadcast, not always made public, but that's the sort of guy behind the scenes he is. And I think it gives a lot of hope to people of his generation as well, because it hit him, in his 70s, suddenly he's at the power, all that sort of stuff. Now, there are stories, of course, going around that they're secretly updating the funeral plans and all that sort of stuff, because he's far more ill than we first realised. Let me tell you how much I know, and then you can make your own decisions on this. Every single 6 months, with the monarch right through to Queen Elizabeth and everybody before, the funeral plans are updated. And this is really a matter of course. This can be anything down to people that may have been invited who've sadly also passed away or something like that. Everything's done to the finest art, everything from the moment that it swings into action to the announcement, that sort of stuff. Truly, I've been told there's no cause for alarm. This is just simple royal protocol. And when you think about it, it's something we could all really take a lesson in, isn't it? We let it all go and then it's left to somebody else, and you think maybe we should all take control of our lives, stuff like that. Now, obviously, he's had to cut down on this tour, and that's really to do with time, space and energy, and of course the medication that he's still undergoing and receiving. But as far as being alarmed about, this is dramatic and this is, the funeral plans, please don't let this run away with you. It's not the case at all. It's a simple matter of ongoing royal protocol that people just like to spike up just to basically try and create some sort of nasty story. And it must be bad enough going through that without having to hear, read or see things about your demise. Anyone else agree? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.